Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, very welcome. My name is Ieva and today I want to share with you a sore muscle relief that will be absolutely perfect after climbing or before going to sleep, or whenever you feel quite low in energy but would like to still move your body. For this session, you might want to grab yourself a blanket. A blanket is always nice to put underneath the knees so it's more soft and comfortable. You could also grab a pillow or two, and then if you have, you could also take a yoga block. Once you have all these things ready, let's start on all fours. And before starting, I would also like to invite you to join my yoga retreat in south of Spain. So if you enjoy practicing with me online, it would be super cool to meet you in real life as well. So make sure to check out all the details in the description below this video once you finish this session. And yeah, whenever you're ready, let's start on all fours. So you can spread the fingers wide. And then let's do a few cat and cows. So arching your back and rounding your spine. And already check in with your breath. So we try to breathe through the nose throughout the whole practice. So this way we can let our nervous system know that we are safe in the moment. So our nervous system can relax. You can also try to harmonize the movement with the breath. So for example, with your inhalation, you can arch your back, and your exhalation, you round the spine. So whichever feels more comfortable. And then we go as fast or as slow as our exhalation and inhalation. You can continue like that, or maybe you'd like to add any other movement. So maybe almost that you want to make the figure 8 while you're doing the cat and cow. So I always say that there is no right or wrong. But in this moment, already check in with the body and ask the body, what is the movement that your body would like to do? If you are making figure 8s, then also swap the direction to the other side, or continuing with these usual cat and cows. Few more. And then let's tuck the toes under and let's sit on the heels. Also tuck the little toe under as well. So especially the climbing shoes were so small, and this way we can give a little more space or massage or stretch for your feet. And while we are here, let's interlace the fingers behind the back, shoulder blades together, and then maybe you make a little gap between your hands and your hips, or maybe you rest them down, you decide. And then we can add a little movement with your head. So almost you want to drop your ear towards one shoulder, then you drop your chin towards the chest. So almost like these half circles. And then the other ear to the other shoulder. And then we go back, chin to the chest, the other ear to the other shoulder. And once again, a few times, half circles. So for the feet, it might be quite intense. We can always lift the hips up if it's very, very uncomfortable. So again, you always check in with your body. Once your chin goes towards your chest, let's stay here for a moment. Lengthen the back of your neck. Take a breath in and breath out. And then lower the hands down and shake your feet to relax your feet. And then let's meet in a squat position. So feet as wide as it's comfortable, maybe hip width. And then we will extend the legs. Maybe hands are somewhere in the air, it doesn't matter, or towards the floor. Again, no right or wrong. And over here, relax your head. So imagine that the back of your neck is very long. You want to bring your chin towards the chest. Or if somebody would touch your head would be just dangling in the air. And then we squat back down. And a few times like that, extend the legs and then bend them. Extend and bend. Last time, extend. And let's meet in a spine twist. So over here, what would be nice is to have a block. Or if without the block, follow me, I will show you another option. So we could have the left forearm on the left thigh, the left leg is bent, or maybe the left fingertips on the block, and then we will extend the right arm up towards the sky. So spine twist, we look to the right side. So again, while you stay here, I check in with the options, maybe forearm on the thigh, maybe hand on the block, or maybe fingertips on the ground. So you decide on the intensity. And over here, we can stay in stillness, or perhaps you'd like to make these big circles with the top arm. So moving from your right shoulder joint, imagining that with your fingertips you're drawing a big zero. Let's do last one. And then swap sides. Bend your right leg, right forearm on the right thigh, right fingertips or the palm on the block or on the ground, and then the chest is facing the left and the left arm looks up towards the sky. So you check in again with your body, whichever option you prefer. We stay a few moments in stillness. And then whenever you're ready, if you'd like to choose that option, start to make big circles with your top arm. So again, moving your left shoulder, really doing these controlled rotations. And then at the same time, quite many things are happening in the body. You can also explore the back of your legs. Maybe there is some sensation over there. Also your spine. We are moving to the spine twist. And then also the shoulder. Let's do last big circle. And then let's meet back into the squat position. So maybe moving the block away, squat position. Let's keep the right arm on the ground and we will extend the left arm up. So with your right arm, you can go inside your right leg and then left arm reaches up. And then left arm goes inside your left leg. And then we reach the right arm up towards the sky. Inhale. And on the exhalation, coming back into the center and lower the knees down. We will meet in the puppy pose or the melting heart. And over here, you could grab a blanket to put underneath your knees. Or maybe a blanket for your arms. What we try to do is to have the hips above your knees, and then we extend the arms in front, lowering the forearms down, and then resting the forehead down. So maybe you rest the forehead on the pillow, or maybe you have quite a few pillows, and then you rest your chest on those pillows, or maybe you have a blanket underneath your knees. So again, we try to find the most comfortable position for ourselves. And here, imagine that you almost want to stretch your armpits and your chest wants to melt down to the mat. You can stay like that, or if you'd like, put the fingertips together and then your thumb wants to go towards your base of the neck. And at the same time, you can almost imagine that you're holding a ball in between your palms. So you're pushing the palms away from each other while the fingertips are connected. This way, when I do it like that, for me, I enjoy because it's slightly more active position, because my fingertips are pushing away, and then it's almost that my shoulder blades are pushing away from each other. Let's stay here for a couple of more breaths. Inhale, exhale. Slowly come out of the position, and then let's meet in the spine twist. So here, lower your right shoulder down on the ground, looking towards your left, spine twist. Few options, maybe you'd like to bring your left hand back behind you towards your right hip and hook your left hand somewhere on your right leg. Maybe this option, or maybe with your left arm you want to extend it in front of you, down on the ground, or maybe there is some kind of other option you would like to add while we are in this spine twist. So choose that. Let's stay here for a couple of breaths. And then slowly let's come out of it. And let's lower the left shoulder down on the ground. Hips above your knees. And you decide what you want to do with your right arm. Maybe the right hand goes back behind towards your left hip. Or maybe your right arm, you want to extend it in front of you. Fingertips down on the ground. Or again, perhaps there is some other variation that you would like to explore in this position. Let's stay here for a couple of breaths. And then slowly let's come out of it. And then we will bring left foot forward. Over here, also an option to have the blanket underneath your back knee, so right knee. You can bring your left foot more to the left side of the mat and stay here, or have a block and hands on top of a block. Or maybe you'd like to lower yourself on the forearms. So you decide whichever option feels best for you in this moment. We stay here in stillness just for a couple of more breaths. And then let's extend your front leg and bend it. Let's do 2 more times. Extend it and bend it. Extend it, bend it, and then we will bend the back leg now. Maybe your right hand first on the block, and then we bend the back leg with the left arm, we reach towards it. You stay the direction towards the foot, or maybe you grab the foot. If that feels nice, we try to bring the right foot slightly closer towards the body. So again, always checking in with yourself. Does it feel good? These are just my guidance, just some suggestions. But the most important is your own answer, is your own decision. Inhale Exhale. And then let go of your right leg. Let's meet in the squat by bringing the right foot in the front and then left foot back. So the squat is just for a transition. Right foot goes to the right side of the mat. Your hands maybe on the block, or maybe your forearms down, or one forearm down. And then we stay in whichever position. We can stay in stillness. I forgot to say that in the previous leg. Or you could always add any other movement or gentle rocking to the right or to the left, forward or back. And this little movement, little added movement might bring some other sensation. So then we can explore. Let's stay here for 2 more breaths. And then whenever you're ready, let's extend the front leg and let's bend it. 2 more times. Extend it, bend it. Last time, extend and bend. And now maybe first the left hand on the block, and then we bend the back leg, and maybe we catch the foot with the opposite hand. So right arm catches your left leg. And here you check in with the body. Maybe you want to bring the foot closer. Also, it's absolutely not a problem if it's not comfortable to catch, so we can just stay like that and work on the active range as well, which is perfect. Or another option would be to, if you have a wall nearby, to put your shin behind the wall. Or another option would be to have maybe like a belt or a scarf to wrap around your foot. So you know that you can always pause this video and grab anything if you need, or also grab some water anytime. Take a breath in, breath out. 1 more, inhale and exhale. Let go of your foot. And then let's meet in the squat position for a transition. So left foot forward. Maybe we need to move the blanket or the props so we can sit back behind us. So sitting our hips down, extending the legs and shaking the legs. Now cross your ankles and let's meet in a seated position, whatever comfortable seated position for you. And let's do a few side bends. So the right fingertips on the right side, extend the left arm up and side bend to one side. Let's stay here for 2 breaths. So breathing through the nose. And then we swap sides, left fingertips to the left, right arm reaches up, side bend to your left. Last breath over here. Come back into the center. Now let's put the hands together and almost that you want to press the fingertips and press the palms and lift the elbows in line with your wrists, more or less. And let's stay here. Or if here you don't feel anything and you'd like slightly more sensation, you could, with your hand, catch your fingers and we go into this position. So no need to overstretch or to feel any pain. Let's do the other hand, or we continue over here. Then let's put not the palms, but the other side of your hands together, fingertips together, or the other side of your fingertips together, and then elbows in line with your wrists. And over here, we can also push the fingers towards one the other. Take a breath in, push, and exhale, shake your hands. And one more for the wrists. These are called magnetic wrists. We can move, always wanting to touch one side of your wrist to one direction and then to the other. Shake your hands, and let's meet back into the tabletop position because I want to show you the forearm massage. So this is one of my favorite, especially if this feels really nice after a climbing session or after lead climbing session when your forearms are pumped. So you will support yourself with your left hand and then bring the right forearm towards the knees, and then with the opposite knee we will start to massage your forearm. And over here you can decide on the intensity, how much you want to push the left knee into the forearm. But here you can try to really cover every part of your forearm. So from your elbow, inner elbow, going towards your wrist, maybe your wrist as well. But then it's slightly harder to massage it with your knee, but you can try that as well. So going again. And then maybe when you massage, you will feel that your fingers start to open up and close without you doing that. Let me know down in the comments below if it's happening for you. Quite an interesting sensation. And then let's swap sides. So you support yourself with the right hand. Left forearm goes towards your knees, and with the right knee massaging your left forearm. And again, trying to cover every part of your forearm. So from your inner elbow towards your wrist. Maybe there are some sticky spots where you could massage for slightly longer. Maybe you also try your palm. And then the forearm again. A few more moments. Okay, and then whenever you're ready, let's sit back into the kneeling or any other position. And let's finish this session with a rain massage. So tapping your fingertips on your scalp, trying to cover every part of your head. Take a breath in, breath out. One more inhale and exhale. Okay. Wonderful. So well done. You can thank yourself for being here for yourself, for practicing today. I always really enjoy reading your comments, so let me know down below how it went. And also, as mentioned, I'm inviting you to check out videos about the upcoming yoga retreat in Spain. So if you enjoy my sessions on YouTube, it would be super cool to meet you in real life. Next week, I'm planning to upload a session that will be focused on the arm strength and some arm balances. So if this sounds interesting, consider subscribing and pressing a bell notification that you could get notified when a new video comes out. Or welcome to follow me on Instagram, where I also let people know whenever I upload a new video on YouTube. So I will see you next time, and I wish you a beautiful day.